Ladies and gentlemen, we continue here with another amateur K1 contest, this one at 70 kilograms. Over 3 2-minute rounds brought to you by Holistic Security Solutions. Introducing first, making his debut tonight, fighting out of the blue corner from Cape Combat Reading, Daniel Cernansky. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please make some noise for his opponent also making his debut tonight. Once again at 70 kilograms, fighting out of Double K Hastings, Marcel Malik.
So great to be with you guys here for Sparta Fight Series. I'm Chris Hoekstra alongside Dean Minette. Dean, we've had some great fights so far. We've had some young competitors. We had a couple of juniors fights. We're now kind of getting into the business end of the card. 2 amateurs making their debut. Out of the red corner, Marcel Malik. In the blue, Daniel Cernansky. Marcel fighting out of Double K Hastings. KBG Combat Reading for Cernansky. This one brought to you by Holistic Security Solutions. Both men look very motivated. Dean, you know a thing or two about these competitors.
Both very hard punchers, Chris. And watch out for Marcel, he likes to work that switch kick.
Looking for that inside low kick. Marcel, great coverage here. Moving the head. Cernansky looking to connect to that leg. Check by Malik. Big blitz here from Cernansky.
And Daniel's looking for those power shots as Marcel just chips away at the leg.
Great shot there. Daniel Mobohidi checking to make sure he's regained his composure. All good. That will not cause a standing count. Big chain punching here from Cernansky. This one going from 0 to 100, Dean.
And Daniel's looking for that knockout early. He's looking to get very close and land those boxing combinations. And Marcel's got to disrupt with the teeps. Just like that, Chris. He's got to lift that knee up and fire the foot out.
High point Mawashi Gary is swinging a miss there. Marcel gunning for it here in a big way. Tons of power behind everything these guys are throwing, Dean.
Daniel caught the teep there. If he can time that and work the shots, the punches over the top of catching that technique, he could have some success there. There we go, the catch and the punch, straight right hands combinations, big knee, Chris.
Huge knee here lands. Cernansky blitzing there, alternating punches. But Marcel keeping a disciplined guard, trying to move the head, work the reach advantage. He's got to fight tall and long here, Dean. He's getting drawn into a brawl.
First round jitters. Marcel's got to start working the distance. You could argue that he's got the reach in this fight, Chris. See there, the tie hop, the leg, the teep. He's got to work those long punches and long kicks.
But of course, as we talked about during the intro, you know, you're in a small ring, Dean. It's tougher to work the geometry in this sort of occasion.
The key there is lateral movement, Chris. He's got to circle off, not be backed up so his back is against that cage.
Slip here again. Marcel did well to dig to the body a couple times. Daniel Mobohidi making the quick check. All good again.
And there, look at the look in Daniel's eyes. He's a killer on a mission. He's looking for this knockout here. Marcel's caught his hands up nice and tight. He's got to respond, however. When he receives a punch on those arms, he's got to immediately counter, Chris.
So a thrilling round 1 here, Dean. Interesting couple of lessons there. We saw Marcel try to work on the outside a couple of times. You noted the switch kick to the inside leg. He landed that several times. And of course was looking for that body kick and that high point kick with the right. But the problem is Cernansky was stepping in, really closing the distance, punching the kicker, so to speak, and he was looking to box more often than not.
Daniel's known for his jab cross combinations, and he used that to get in on the inside, Chris, and land those heavy punches and shut down the game of Marcel.
So Daniel, 33 years of age, and actually started martial arts just 2 years ago. So really excited for the challenge here tonight. Marcel really talked about the fact that he came into this for fitness and wanted to be an all-around fighter, not worried about taking on a more veteran opponent. Dean, obviously a big age discrepancy here tonight. 18 Marcel, 33 for Daniel. So another round here on tap. And into the second here, we can already see some adjustments made by Marcel. 2-minute rounds, Dean, it goes quick, doesn't it?
Big teep there from Marcel. I love the way he tapped the knee down there. Optimum. Balance, big head kick, Chris.
Huge head kick. Cernansky clipped. But blitzing back with another couple of dirty boxing punches of his own.
Daniel's got to keep his hands up to his head, protect that head, Chris. So when he comes in, he's a little bit wobbly here. Marcel needs to swarm.
But good patience here. I love the fact that Malik was listening to his corner and they said, look, stay light on the feet. Don't commit too hard. Nice, beautiful down punch there. Turning the hand over. Malik looking to exploit the reach with the punches.
Marcel very patient here. So expecting him to swarm and go for that damage when a fighter's hurt makes it a lot easier to knock him out, particularly if he's been rocked. But Marcel did a great job of using the low kicks to set up the combinations to the head. That right hand snuck through.
Solid check there. Daniel read that kick from a mile away. Excellent lead push kick there. Malik doing some really good work here on the outside. I think that coming into this, he wanted to be the outfighter, Dean. He's made some good adjustments in this fight.
Marcel's corner screaming for him to come forward and hunt the head. They're looking for the hooks to the head. There we go. There the punches. He's going up top now, Chris. He's looking to kind of get this damage up on the head here of Daniel and then look for the knockout.
And probably a smart strategy when you saw a guy like Daniel, who was a good infighter, good dirty boxer, a guy who's probably pretty strong in the clinch. Was this the correct adjustment to make, in your opinion?
There's either two ways. You can sit back and wait for the shot, or you can swarm when the fighter's hurt. And Marcel is being safe here. And we're not in there, Chris. I'd imagine that Marcel has tasted the power of Daniel, and he doesn't want to let him get in and really get that counter shot and the right hand to end the fight. So smart work here by Marcel.
And really what this is, Dean, is a strategy to win rounds, right? We talked about it. These are 2-minute rounds, 120 seconds. It's gone in a jiffy. Is this the case where he's maybe up 2 right now, or was that first close?
We might see Marcel now going for the kill. He's worked out how he can get in, how he can maneuver out, and uses the teep here. And the question is, has Daniel recovered sufficiently to make that head regain that equilibrium?
So 1-1 right now, or have you got Marcel up 2-0? Where are you at? I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Yeah, I never like to call it because you never know what the judges see, but I'm leaning more towards Marcel here.
2-0 for Marcel. I got it 1-1 right now. But it was difficult, obviously. That first round, I need to take another look at it. Either way, 2 rounds deep, seconds out. And it looks like Marcel, as promised, has really trained hard for this fight, slowed the breathing down. We're going to get a look here at Daniel in a moment as well. And he looks to be very composed, too. Nice round kick exchange here from both men.
And Marcel getting the leg up there. He thought the kick was coming, but Daniel did a great job of turning that into punching combinations. Those punches are sneaking through now. Big head kick from Marcel. And Daniel has really got to close this distance here. He's got to use lateral movement and cut Marcel off and force him backwards to that cage, Chris.
Nice popping jab here from Marcel a moment ago. It's all those distance management techniques, all those sort of lead hand and lead foot techniques. But this is what he didn't want. Back to the fence, as you called it, Dean, moving laterally and working off the wire and snapping into that jab. Smart stuff here from Marcel.
Marcel at a right hand there, straight down the pipe. And that's what he's got to be careful of. And that's perhaps why he was holding back in the last round, Chris. He doesn't want to walk onto that shot.
Daniel looking again to try to pull the head in and intercept it with a right cross. James Creaser in the corner calling for double jab. They wanted to really work off that jab.
There's such an interesting prospect here. Marcel, being deaf, he's got to look to his coach to see what they want him to do next. And of course, if you take your eyes off your opponent, it's a very bad idea. So it's interesting to see when he takes the time to look down to his coaches and see what they want him to do next.
Stiff jab there from Daniel. Couple of combinations in return. High point roundhouse kick again. Marcel with a huge uppercut, popping the head back there of Daniel.
Marcel now swarming out to look for the finish of this fight. Daniel has promised pushing back forward. Lands the knee beautifully. Marcel has got to circle out of that position, Chris, and work the left hook, right hand.
Shovel uppercut again. Rear teep there. Solid work from both men. Marcel eats another jab. 1-2 from Marcel. Both men throwing combinations, standing toe-to-toe. That's the end.
Marcel, calm and collected at the end of that round. He was very aware of where he was in space. You notice that when the cage was behind him, he stayed a foot away to allow him to be able to maneuver out of that position, Chris.
Well, we have gone the distance here tonight in Eastbourne. For all of you tuning in, Sparta Fight Series, let us know what you think. Hashtag Sparta Fight Series. We're going to jump on Twitter, jump on Instagram, see what you guys are saying. Hope you all are enjoying the show as much as we are. We'll grab the judges' verdict, and we'll be right back here ringside for a couple of thoughts in just a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get the official announcement, give it up once more for Marcel Malik and Daniel Cernansky, 3 epic rounds of K1. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges here at ringside see the bout unanimously in favor of your fighter from the red corner, fighting out of Double K Hastings, Marcel Malik. Once more, give it up for Daniel Cernansky. It takes 2 to tango. Those men went toe to toe.